Guys, so I get asked quite often about my eyebrows, if I do them myself, where I get them done, or what the process on that is. So I thought I would make a tutorial on how I groom my brows at home. I am really picky when it comes to getting them waxed or threaded, and I haven't really found anyone that just does them exactly the way that I like them. I have tried waxing my own brows before, and I'm able to do it, but I just prefer doing the bleaching rather than the waxing because it's a lot less messy. Okay, so first I go in with a spoolie brush like this. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is for my pomade. And then I just start by like brushing out my brows to see what I need done. And this is what they look like right now. And then I go in with a dark gel liner. I'm using the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner. I found that this is kind of easy to come off with a makeup wipe, so that's what I'm going to use. And then I get a little brush like this. I don't know if that's in focus or not, but this is what I use. And I will go ahead and gather some product on this, and then I will carefully draw out exactly what I want my brows to look like so that I won't bleach in that area or tweeze in that area. So warning, this will look ridiculous. I will look like I have extremely boxy black eyebrows. As you can tell, I laced my brush between my fingers, so hopefully I won't take up too much of the camera space so you guys can see. I started off with a line on the top right there, and then I'm going to do the bottom of it. Okay, so see how I just draw out a line? This way I know not to tweeze inside that line. I know it looks really ridiculous, but this is the most efficient way that I have found to do this. Okay, then we're going to do this side. Now I'm going to trace out the top. It's okay if you mess up. You will know to go ahead and cross that line if you do. So I think that that's pretty even. Alright. Okay, so this is what I end up with. I have two sharp lines on the top and on the bottom, and that is going to be my guideline on what I can and can't bleach or tweeze. Now I'm going to take the Sally Hansen bleach cream. I'm going to go ahead and set that up and mix it with the powder. I think the most difficult part about this process is mixing everything together for me because of my limited hand function. Holding things and opening them is just really annoying sometimes. I'm going to take some of the product. I don't use this under my brow. I only use the facial cream on top. That's probably my twin sister. Okay, so take some of that product on your little spatula thing that they give you, and I carefully go above that line. Sometimes it helps if you lay like a lump of the product down and then spread it downwards like this. Or outwards, I should say. Well, at least for me it'd be easier because I don't have full control of this. You kind of want to get it as close as you can to your brow hairs. So it looks silly, but this is kind of what you're left with. And you sit and wait. Okay, so now I'm going to take a white towel because obviously the product has bleach in it, and if you use a colored towel it might bleach your towels. So I'm taking a white one that's wet and it has a little bit of facial soap in it in the middle, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe all of this off carefully. Okay, so now that I have the top of my brows done, they look pretty good. I still have a few hairs that I need to pluck on above them, but yeah, they look pretty good. Now I'm going to take some tweezers, and I have these ones. I think I got these at Ulta for a few dollars. I take them between the palm of my hands like this, and then I don't know if you can, this way you can pinch like this just by using like the bone of your thumbs or right here. By using here, this is where I place it. And if you're able-bodied, of course you can just tweeze them the natural way, like with your fingertips, but since I don't have that function, I am going to go ahead and do it like this. Okay? You kind of grow for the tolerance of the pain of tweezing. You kind of have to grow into that. Because trust me, I used to tear up all the time doing this. And then I'm going to go ahead and wash all of this black gel liner off, and I will come back. So now that I got most of the black gel liner out of my brows, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows. I use Anastasia Beverly Hills like everyone else does. I have the pomade, and then I also use the brow wiz. Usually when I'm, being lazy or want to get them done real quick, I will only use the brow wiz because it gives you more of a natural, quick and easy look. But on days that I want to carve up my brows and make sure that they're really defined, I will use the pomade as well as the brow wiz, and I will show you how I do that. And sorry about the lighting. I am using natural lighting and the clouds keep covering the sun, and then it comes back, and yeah. Now that I have them bleached out and tweezed underneath, I am going to go ahead and use that spoolie one more time and brush out my brows and kind of get them in place on where I want them. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the pomade, onto the end of her brush. I use the color medium brown. What's really great about this product is that you can really thin it out. Depending on how much product you have on your brush will determine how dark your brows will be. So usually I fill some up on the tip of the brush, and then I dab it out. I dab some out on the cap so that it will be a little bit thinner. I start by underlining my brows from about right here, and then I drag it inwards. So it would be like, and I use like small little dashes. Because I don't want like a really harsh line going straight across. I fill in where I have a scar. I fell out of my chair into the middle of the street a night of one of my fundraisers, and I split open my brow here was definitely a memorable night. Shout out to sister who was pushing me. So now I start from about here and go in because I don't want a really harsh lines. I don't want any really harsh lines in here because I feel like my brows are full enough there. And then I take the spoolie again. I am going to go ahead and do my other brow. It's really hard to tell if I'm getting my brows done evenly, if they both look similar enough, because I'm using this little mirror here and I am not used to using this one to do it. And then I go to take the brow wiz, which is this one, and I believe this one is in, this is in medium brown as well. I do little lines. Feather this in your brow, as well as the top. Then I'm going to do the other side. I feel as if I had gone a little bit too far down here. So what I do to clean that up is I use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I am going to go ahead and take some of that concealer on the back side of my hand. Okay. I take about half a pump. I don't really do much more than that. And as usual, I lace everything between my fingers. And I'm going to pick up some of that product from the back of my hand. I do very small and soft strokes with this because this concealer definitely does its job at concealing, and I don't really like it to look too harsh under my brows. So I do like to put just a tad bit of this product and then blend it completely out and down. Like that. So this is the one that is shaped out, and this one isn't. I keep checking to make sure that I am in focus with the camera, which is a little difficult, but hopefully I am doing a good job. So that is the bottom done. And then for the top, because this Pro Longwear Concealer is it's very drying on my skin, I don't use it anywhere other than underneath my brows. So I go ahead and I mix it with a little bit of my foundation. This also helps it blend in more seamlessly with your foundation that goes around, you know, the rest of your face. So then I just take it like this. And then, yeah, my hands are all cut up from my car transfers. I've been having difficulty with my left tire. My quad release brake has been getting stuck and it is driving me insane. And I, you know, use my tenodesis, which is, you know, your wrist function, to pick that tire up from the body of the chair, and it keeps getting stuck and it's driving me crazy. Then I take some of that product on this little flat brush, and then I'm going to go ahead and I tap some out up here first because I feel like from mixing it there's a lot of product on the brush and you don't want too much by your brows. So, and then I slowly bring that down. And then I go around my brow down. And that's basically them carved out and shaped out. Then I'm going to take a flat top brush. This is the same one that I used with my foundation that I laid down today. And then I go ahead and just seamlessly blend this out everywhere. And I found the best way to get rid of like box-shaped brows is to kind of just tap a little bit at the beginning of your brows with whatever products that is on the brush, and then it kind of makes them look a little bit more natural. And that is basically it. That is all I do for my brows. Hopefully they look pretty even. Like I said, it's a little bit difficult to do it here so that I have the best lighting and everything. Yeah, as always, if you have any questions or comments or any suggestions for me, go ahead and leave them in the comment box below, and I would love to hear from you guys. Also, I will leave a link to the top that I am wearing. I got a few comments on my Instagram page of you guys asking me where I got my last top, so I'm going to go ahead and leave links to a few of my favorite tops that I will be wearing inside my videos now, so that you guys can go ahead and check those out as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something from this, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!